Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 827, we're going to talk about Neyith of the Dire Hunt. Now, for 2 and 2 green, this is a red-green card because of the flavor or the rules text here. 3/3. Whenever one or more creatures you control fight or becomes blocked, draw a card. At the beginning of combat, you can pay 3. If you do, double target creature's power to end of turn. That creature must be blocked. Now, there are several different ways to go here, and I'll be honest with you, I went them all. It is not focused. I could not decide, so I wanted a little fight. I wanted a little force blocking. So let's look at the fight cards. There's not that many. There's 3. Foe Razor Regent. It's pretty good, you know. Thorn Mammoth and Brash Taunter, all really good fight cards. The Brash Taunter being probably one of the better ones because it does repeatedly at will. So, but then I wanted the forced blocking. Now, by forced blocking, I mean things like Taunting Elf, Prized Unicorn, Elvish Bard, those things. All creatures able to block them do. And then, that kind of led me down to Tree Shaker Chimera and Nessian Boar. So we know those are getting blocked, right? Taunting Elf's probably not living through it, but oh well. But then that got me thinking. Back in the day, when the rocks were soft, we had Thicket Basilisk. And this is not Death Touch. It is really close to Death Touch. It's actually a little better. Any non-wall creature blocking the Basilisk is destroyed. Now, granted, they're destroyed after they at the end of combat. The Cockatrice was also in the same set, Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Revised, whatever. Same wording. The reason why Thicket Basilisk was an uncommon and Cockatrice was a rare, yes, you can buy a pack of Beta and not get a Black Lotus. You can get a Cockatrice as your rare, or an island. But anyway, Richard wanted to illustrate the difference in the power level of commons, uncommons, and rares. So it's the same card. He just added flying. Anyway, those were beautiful with lure, right? So you played your Thicket Basilisk, you put a lure on it, and it's a personal Wrath of God. You just attack somebody, everything they have blocks with it, and then it dies. So that's why damage doesn't even have to be dealt, which is the reason why we have a fog. So you can fog it and that still work because it just declares about being blocked. But then I started looking at cards like the Thicket Basilisk, and I run across this sweet reserve list card, Rock Basilisk. What is it, 12 cents? It's a 4/5 Basilisk. So I'm in 2 Basilisk deep, right? Yeah, you know what I did. Stone Tongue Basilisk, Sylvan Basilisk, Greater Basilisk, has Death Touch. They, in years, as design progressed, they swapped out that ability for Death Touch. Lowland Basilisk, Simic Basilisk, which by all rights shouldn't even be in there, but it's a Basilisk, so I did it. Serpentine Basilisk. And then the rest of our Death Touch, Turn Timber, Daggerback, and Underdark. Now, these being all Basilisks and those 4 or 5 having Death Touch made me, I was like, well, force blocking really helps with Death Touch too, especially if we have things like Overrun, Overcome, things like that. So, Moss Viper, Thornwood Archer, Ambush Viper, Acidic Slime, Sedge Scorpion. All really good Death Touchers, right? I mean, Finn the Fangbear's not bad either, if you've got that many Death Touch things. But now, here's the thing. Even if you don't have the Basilisk type ability, we have cards like Venom. Enchant Creature, you can turn any one of your creatures into pretty much a Basilisk. The only problem is, Enchant Creature is attached to the creature, they see it coming, but they don't see the Venomous Breath coming because it's an instant. Yeah, you're paying one more for it, but it at the end of combat, destroy all creatures blocking or blocked by. That makes that Taunting Elf really, really scary. Now, through all that, let's get to our ramp, shall we? Because we've got a lot of it, actually. We have Cultivate, Paradise Druid, Ranger's Path, Search for Tomorrow, Farseek, Finhorn Elf, Elvish Mystic, and Llanowar Elf, Gruul Signet, Locket, Keyrune, and Cluestone. Now, I had a question the other day from a viewer about my template, how I build, and I guess that's a subject for another video, but I don't have one, or it's loose. Anyway, if you're interested, holler at me and I'll move that video up on my priority list. Secure Tribe Elder, Zerta Druid, and a Rampant Growth. Now some card draw, because Harmonize, Thrill of Possibility, and then Ripjaw Raptor with Forced Combat and stuff like that. Yeah, he's probably going to take damage. Keeper of Fables, and then Oran Viper. Now, I've got some really neat Fires of Yavimaya. Like it a lot. It's always been good. Gruul Warchant, 1-0 and Maness. Burning Tree Shaman is pretty good. Silklash Spider is my air defense. I mean, I don't have a whole lot, so with that much ramp and mana, I could, it's each creature with flying, so yeah, it doesn't hurt players, so you can do this, as long as they don't kill it. And then, of course, the Iron Scale Hydra, which, I'll be honest with you, fighting is not combat damage, but forced combat is. If a creature would deal combat damage to Iron Scale Hydra, prevent the damage and put a 1/1 counter on it. So, if you lure him up, whatever, this can get really ridiculous. Removal-wise, Naturalize. I'm sorry. That's Return to Nature. That's Naturalize. Red Elemental Blast, Pyroblast, Corrosion Grip, Conclave Naturalist, and Manglehorn. And of course the aforementioned Acidic Slime and all the other things. Now for our non-basic lands. We've got our Command Tower, Gruul Guildgate, Evolving Wilds, Rugged Highland, Kazandu Refuge, Thriving Grove, Gruul Turf, Terramorphic Expanse. And that is it for Neyith. These are decks that I had done prior to Crimson Vow coming out, and so getting these done, and that way I can get the Crimson Vow stuff out, or have time to build those, So 827's done. Let's scoot my tables back so that we can see the wall. I'll have to move them back before we play on Friday. As I'm recording this upcoming Friday is Black Friday. So I have a weird thing that I do on, because it always falls on Friday. I play black decks the whole night. So wish me luck. Now I can do like black and green, or Orzhov or whatever, but there's going to be black in every deck that I play because why not? Anyway, I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. right now, we're going to go ahead and shuffle and cut.